Davenport-Smith here, your frontline lobbyist for the Family Policy Institute of Washington and Human Life of Washington. Wow, what a crazy week it was in Olympia. As many of you probably have seen on Facebook or various other places, you've heard that the House has passed the Comprehensive Sex Education Bill, and it was done on a complete party line vote, meaning that the Democrats all voted in favor of passing comprehensive sexual education on every single publicly funded school-age child in Washington state, and the Republicans fought very hard against it. It was quite intense. It lasted from about 8 p.m. until 2 a.m. the following morning. They went for a very long time, and there were so many. I was so proud of our Republican House representatives. They did an incredible job of standing up for you, for your children, and for our teachers and administrators, trying to talk some sense into this bill any way that they could, and trying to talk some sense into their fellow legislators on the other party, in the Democrat Party. But unfortunately, no one listened. And anyways, it was sad, but also, again, I just want to thank every single one of our Republican House members that stood up and fought so, I have a cat who got in the way. Fought so very diligently and valiantly for all of us. But what does this mean? Remember that I told you before that there were amendments put on it, or at least one amendment put on it by the House Education Committee. So this bill is different than the one that the Senate passed before. So it has to go back to the Senate now, and the Senate has to concur with it. So they still have to end up agreeing on the exact same bill. That vote could be taken anywhere between tomorrow. It could be as early as Saturday, since they especially like to pass these controversial bills when people aren't watching or not apt to come down. But they have until next week on the 12th. That is the absolute last day that they have to pass all bills. So anyways, I would encourage you all to continue to call your senators. Call your senator and tell them that you do not want comprehensive sex education to be passed. That this is an abomination for the state of Washington and for all of the children and families in this state. I've been talking to a lot of you out there who appreciate these updates. And again, to see the full update, the written update, we've included several other bills as well that we're still following. Just go to the Family Policy Institute, FPIW.org, and you can look for my Olympia forecast right there for all the information that you need. And of course, it has contact information. Should you be contacting your senator very soon? I hope you do. And again, I want to tell you that I don't want you to be discouraged about this. I know you're asking me, Sarah, how on earth can you tell me to not be discouraged about this? Well, let me tell you why. Because this is not over. We're not done. They may pass this bill, but they have not gotten the last word. The final word happens in November, okay? Remember in November. Hashtag remember in November, okay? we can completely change the makeup of our state legislature. We can bring balance back to our state, and we won't have to have policies like this forced on us anymore. But I need you to keep it up. The good news is that this bill has activated, has woken up so many of you, and I am very thankful for that. I am so thankful for that. The reason why is when there are more people activated, it means that it doesn't take as much energy from a few of us to try to do something major, like get a new majority elected in Washington State. Instead, it takes maybe just a little bit of effort because there's so many of us. Anyways, many hands make light work. That probably rings a bell. I also want to encourage you guys that I have been encouraged by you. I have seen so many people come down to Olympia this year, especially because of comprehensive sex education, but for other bills as well. And you guys have come up and you've told me how much you appreciate the videos and how much you appreciate all the information that we've been giving. And I just want to thank you for that. And if you do like what you've been seeing and you want to see more of this, we could do a lot more. I just want to encourage you to prayerfully consider donating to the Family Policy Institute of Washington and or Human Life of Washington. Both of these organizations support me in order to lobby for you for issues like this, as well as fighting against assisted suicide, as well as fighting against abortion insurance mandates and so many other things that we do. Family values, Christian values, that's what I do for you in Olympia. So if you would like to see us do more, and especially do more during the interim, during election season, consider donating to the Family Policy Institute of Washington and Human Life of Washington. We are the statewide organizations that support you guys. Anyways, take care, God bless you, and I will be coming back to you next week to tell you how this whole session is wrapping up and what you can expect when you head toward the ballot box in November. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.